Good afternoon, I'm Viju George. I'm here to just give you my views on the Indian ICT industry and what role Tamil Nadu has to play in development of the Indian ICT industry. Personally, I'm very excited about the ICT story in India. What you've seen probably is just the tip of the iceberg. We have a $70 billion exports industry as we speak, and maybe add another $10 to $15 billion of domestic India opportunity market. We're purely looking at $85 billion services, both exports in India, not to mention the hardware opportunities. So clearly, I think we have made a niche for ourselves in the services area by virtue of low cost, high quality, constant innovation propositions. We are having enterprises that are engineered to have products to the needs of the domestic market, that's the Indian market, and therefore I think that's on a steady growth path. I think what needs to be done is probably try and branching out away from services to create products that will benefit the ecosystem in ways that services do not. We have to have a product-centric culture. We need to have a culture of innovation. We need to have a culture of IP creation, and that probably is going to happen only when you have a strong R&D mindset created. And sometimes you just can't depend upon companies to do the R&D innovation. It must come from within the universities, within research laboratories, within the education system itself, within the schools. So I guess you have to get colleges, schools, universities increasingly in the curriculum for industry, increasingly in the R&D curriculum, etc., to ensure that people do have an mindset with regard to developing the ecosystem for products. The other big opportunity area that I see for India is really using IT, not per se in ICT industry, not just for the information and technology industry, but using IT in so many other industries such as healthcare, such as utilities, such as climate control, energy efficiencies, etc. And IT is a great enabler, and I think we are just undertapped, severely undertapped in the opportunity to realize the power of IT in these industries as well. In terms of Tamil Nadu, it's a state that churns out a maximum number of engineering graduates after Karnataka. The high quality talent here. So far, it's probably dominated by the likes of TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Cognizant, etc. But we would like to see a more inclusive culture where you have many more companies also hiring in larger numbers. We'd like to see more startups come out of Chennai. The scene has improved very much in the last couple of years. But if you still look at the number of entrepreneurs who start companies out of Chennai, who get funded, who go on to bigger things, they're still far outnumbered by their counterparts in Mumbai and Delhi, probably with the ecosystem. But I'm sure with the right kind of emphasis back on tackling the constraints in the ecosystem, we should be able to improve the entrepreneurship scene in Tamil Nadu. One, I think, great advantage that Tamil Nadu has is in the quality of its tier 2 cities. Which is not so much there in Karnataka. In Karnataka, besides Bangalore, you may have a Mangalore. But here, you do have some great tier 2 cities which can act as a feeder, if you will, to Chennai, which can act as a nodal point. That is something that we must exploit if we have to develop rural business-based propositions, and use rural talent available at these in Chennai or around Chennai, which is not available elsewhere. Finally, I'd just like to say that the government must step in a very big way, mostly innovating on the curriculum front. You cannot just depend upon industry bodies like NASSCOM to develop curriculum and companies to train their workforce. There should be that strong culture of adaptability that comes in right from the college days, and that can come only with the education that we impart to our young kids. So net, I'm very confident, and with that confidence, I also see a scope for a lot of improvement, not just for the ICT industry, but for other industries using ICT, both in India and Tamil Nadu. Thank you.